Hi, I'm Jim Daniel with Flowergod.com. We're going to do a centerpiece today for just about any kind of occasion. There's going to be a wedding, birthday, just something to be a placement on your table. We're going to start out with our foliage first to get everything covered. And again, we're going to cover our oasis, which is your mechanics. You want to cover your mechanics. And what we're going to do is start with a little bit of fern, and then we'll use some spiral eucalyptus to give you a little bit of length. We're going to put this on an oval table, give you a little length to your bouquet. When you're doing your leather fern, you don't have to strip each piece down. You could always cut it in between the joints. And what that does, it gives you a tip for a good point. Your bottom pieces could be used for covering your mechanics. And you don't have to have it totally covered because your flower is going to cover part of it anyway. Now we're going to use a little bit of the spiral eucalyptus. This is a good accent to give you a lot of length to a bouquet and give you a little character to it. Spiral eucalyptus, any eucalyptus, a lot of people have trouble with it, irritating their eyes. There's a real strong fragrance to it. And we're just going to use a few pieces just to accent. Now what I'm going to do, we're going to add our large flowers. And what that does, it just fills in a bulk in the center of your bouquet. We're only using like 3 gerbera daisies, but this is just going to add that focal point to your bouquet. And what I try to do, I try to mimic both sides. If you're going to do it on this side, do it on this side. That just gives you a balance. So your bouquet, no matter where you're sitting, you can see it. See the beautiful flowers. Now we're going to add alstromeria. And these have long laterals. The laterals here can be broke off and used for your short pieces in your bouquet. And then you can use your longer stem to give you a long length. So Lynn.
Yes, Jim.
How long have you been interested in arranging flowers?
Oh, well, I love to go to the market and buy flowers and bring them home, and it's really fun to be able to watch you put together something. Mine never looked like this, so I'm happy to learn today.
Well, great. This is something that just comes natural to me. I just love the flowers. And flowers just give life.
Right, that's going to be great on the table. I can already tell. And you could, by changing the colors, you could do it for any season, right?
Yes. This one I have kind of set up as a fall arrangement, but you could do it for, like I say, for a wedding if you want pinks or whites. Whatever colors you want to do, just gives you that accent to your bouquet, whatever occasion you're coming up with. Now I'm going to add a few yellow roses. This is another flower that's a little bit big, so this is going to be placed where you could actually see the flowers from both sides again.
And those will continue to open, won't they? So we'll be covering your, what you call your mechanics. Is that what you say?
Correct. On your roses also, they just get bigger and bigger, and the more open they get, the more beautiful they are.
So you really could do this a couple days before for your Thanksgiving when you're busy in the kitchen.
Sure. When you do that, you can just set it out on the table. You don't want to put it too close to like the TV or any heat source, maybe in the kitchen. You don't want to do that. You want to keep it where it's fairly cool, and it'll last that much longer. Curly willow is another good accent for any bouquet. It just adds that floral, earthly tones to the bouquet. And we're going to add a little bit of eucalyptus, curly willow to this one also.
Well, I like how you're keeping it real open so that my guests can see across.
A good rule of thumb for a centerpiece, where a person is sitting in a chair, you want to keep it no higher than 10 to 12 inches. But if you're going to add height to it, use like curly willow. This just adds an accent, and it's not going to block the view.
Right.
Because people like to conversate across the table.
For sure.
And this is just accent. It just gives you that real, almost a woodsy look.
Oh, that's lovely in there. I love that. Now it's looking very fall.
And it doesn't
I can almost smell the pumpkin pie.
And it doesn't really have to be curly willow. Myself, when I'm doing flowers at home for my wife, I'll just go out in the yard and I'll just start cutting and picking, and I'll use birch branches, just about any kind of twig, and it just adds just that much more feel to a bouquet. Now this is safflower.
Wow, I love that. That looks like a different texture, but
Yeah.
it's going to be great in there.
This adds another accent and a little bit of color too. This could be done, what I did with cutting off the laterals. That gives you a little depth to your bouquet also.
Really fun. Oh, I just love that. Is it safflower? Is that-
Safflower?
Safflower. Wow.
Also, I like using buds. This is off of one of the roses. I never throw a bud away. Because these, a lot of times, they will wilt, but they will bloom also.
Wow.
And it adds,
Well, it makes it look like you really did it.
yeah, it's
You
like
can
it's
take
out of-
credit. I could take credit for that arrangement.
Yeah, I'm just about finished. Just add a few more safflower to fill in any little holes I have.
Wow, and that looks like from any direction it would be just lovely. At the end of the table, or, oh yes.
See?
Oh, that's
What you saw on that
lovely.
side, you see on this side.
Right.
So everyone can